So today we're going to do something a little bit different here at Things I Love. On Mother's Day, I decided Lisa needed a new Cricut.
I'm glad he decided that.
I don't know if you know what this machine is right here, but it does some amazing things, and she had one before and it broke, and it was just time to get a new one. And so I wanted to show you today how to make your own t-shirt. Today on Things I Love. Welcome back to Things I Love. Like I said, we're going to be doing something a little bit different here today. We have this new machine called the Cricut Maker. Is that right? You can see it probably right there on the front. I bought Lisa a Cricut years ago to use in her classroom.
And back then it only really cut paper. And you had cartridges you put in, and you could just change the size of the letters, and you could like see just a few letters at the top. It was
but now this one does a whole lot more. But if you are new to this channel, we are generally all about Disney, Star Wars, and Lego. And we're going to tie that in today. You're going to see that here in a second. And so if you love those things as well, we'd love for you to join our family. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell to be notified of these weekly
positive
videos. And give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you comment down below. Share with all your friends. Keep that conversation going. All right, I'm going to pass the baton over to Lisa here, and we're going to get started. But I do want to say one thing. We talked about in the intro here these two shirts that we made with this Cricut. And this one looks awesome. This one you probably can't read. It says, can you read it?
It says, when you wish upon a Death Star.
When you wish upon a Death Star. It's got the Mandalorian with the child, Baby Yoda, holding a balloon.
Shaped like Mickey's head.
Mickey. And it's great. And when we put it on there, my daughter Samantha, she gave it to me for Father's Day, and it was really, really dim. It was done with gray type of ink.
Gray ink.
And this is infusible ink, so it goes into it. It's not
doesn't sit on top like the iron-on.
Right. And so we decided we're gonna redo it, and so we put black, straight up black on top of it.
It was bright.
It looked awesome. It looked awesome, and then we washed it. And
it faded. And
so
we know why that happened is because of the cotton content.
Okay, we think that's what it is.
We think that's what it is, but we're going to try another one.
Yeah, today we're doing white shirt, black on top of that, and
a black pattern,
We'll get into it. Now, Lisa, take it away.
Mark loves unique Star Wars shirts, and so we found this really cool When You Wish Upon a Death Star that we purchased for $1.99. And now I own it, so I can use it whenever I want. And then I bought this Cricut infusible ink. This one had 2 sheets in it, and regular price I think was $14.99. So it had the light gray, which hardly showed up on the shirt at all.
Yeah.
And then it had this pattern, this black and gray. And this is what we're going to use today for the shirt that we're going to be making. I have found that Michael's has the best variety of ink.
Okay.
But they also have it at Hobby Lobby and Joann's.
Right, so
and sometimes Walmart and Target, but not very often. When you are working with your Cricut Maker, there's a program called Cricut Design Space. And unlike Cricut used to be, there's no cartridges or anything. You just design it all on your computer through the app. And you can also do it on your phone. I prefer the computer because I like the bigger screen.
You can't hook your phone up to
you
Cricut,
could if you had
USB to Lightning.
Yeah, or if you had it will do a Bluetooth connection.
Oh, okay.
But I just haven't done that yet.
Okay.
So here, what I like is in the Cricut Design Space, we went in and they have thousands of images. And this one was not a free image. It was $1.99.
Yeah.
But Mark had in mind specifically what he wanted. He wanted a stormtrooper sugar skull, like what they have for the movie Coco.
Coco, yeah.
Okay, so that's...
Love the art in Coco, and I wanted to do that with stormtrooper.
So we chose that. They have also templates that you can put in. So I put in a t-shirt template. Just clicked regular t-shirt. Then you can choose the size of the shirt and if it's men's or women's, which is awesome because I can actually see proportions. Then I decided the size I wanted it. And when you click on more at the top of the screen, it'll give you the actual height and the width, or the length and width of your design. And then if you adjust
and width.
Yes, if you adjust one of them, it'll keep the ratios the same. And that's what we did, is we decided that the design was a little bit too big for our shirt. So we just looked to see how big would be the right size. And this,
she asked me what size I wanted, and I said, well, this is good.
I just measured across here to see the widest part, and then I just went on the shirt. Now this is really cool. It came with a bundle that I got from Cricut when he got me my Mother's Day gift, which was really neat. It came with 3 blades, I believe.
I'll put all of that in the description below, really so cool. You can grab one.
So I just used my ruler and went, oh, okay, that looks about right. And when we place it, we can place it wherever we want. But you got to decide how big you want it, and then you can click on more and resize your shirt. You can do it manually, but I like being able to put in exactly the measurements that I want, which keeps the proportions the same. I've already chosen my design. I've put it where I want it. I've zoomed out so that the whole template is on the screen. If I zoom in, then it's hard to see the whole image on the screen. But this is the next step, is you put your infusible ink on your standard mat. Now, this is a really long standard mat because my short standard mats have lost their sticky. So but I do have 2 long standard mats. So you get your Cricut.
Isn't that awesome?
Ooh. Okay. Make sure the power's on.
Power's on, I think. It's lit up. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. And then you just have to click Make It. So then the next thing I'm going to do is line this up. It's telling me to set my material, and I'm going to click on Browse All Materials, and then I'm just going to type in infusible, and it'll pop up with, well, if I could spell right. Invisible is not a word. Infusible ink transfer sheet. Click on it. Click Enter. It tells me make sure that mirror is turned on, which I didn't do when I put it in there. So I'm going to click Edit, and I'm going to go down and click Mirror, and then Done. Then we're ready to go. So then I notice
that pattern messes with my eyes.
So I noticed that my blinking light is on, and so that means it's going to suck my thing in there, and it did. So now that it's in there and it's like I like it, now my blinking little Cricut light is on. So I'm going to click the Cricut, and it's going to start cutting. Now this could take a little bit, but it says it's detecting the tool. It lines it up, and then it starts to cut. And I love that this tells me the percentage that's already cut. This one's pretty intricate, so it's going to take a little while.
So why don't we fast forward to when this is done cutting, and then we'll go to the next step.
Yeah, because right now we're just at 7%, so it is going to take a little bit of time.
All right, here we go.
All right, so that took a little while because it's a pretty intricate design. But the next thing we're going to do is it's called weeding with this tool that looks like a dental tool. And so we're going to pull away the part that's not going to be on the shirt.
I picked a very intricate design.
So I'm going to go ahead and pull it off the mat. This will make my life so much better if I pull this off the mat. And sometimes it's better to pull the mat off the sheet.
I can just be difficult. I should have gone with the easier.
That's okay. It's going to look better.
Done with this?
Yes.
Done with this? All right.
Done with that.
Over there.
So we're going to pull. I'm going to go ahead and pull the large part off first, which is the easy part. So if you had a solid.
It's got the halo.
Oh, this is coming off nice. Oh, that's really nice. Okay. That's a lot better than I thought it would be.
It makes me nervous just ripping it off like that.
Well, but
you've done this before.
It's working really well. I've missed one spot. I'm going to have to go back and weed. But that was the outside section. That was actually pretty easy.
Very cool. So that's...
so it's on a sticky mat.
Halo around the stormtrooper.
So we're going to go back through where it didn't pick up. And we're going to pull that little bit out. So now the halo is completely done. Wow, that was easy. Okay, now for the tough part.
Maybe not. Maybe it'll pull off too.
This is the hard part, is knowing what needs to come out. So you just have to be aware
Makes me nervous.
of what your design is supposed to look like. So you're taking out that negative space.
There's a whole sermon there, right? You know I'm a pastor. There's a whole sermon about taking out the negative space.
Well, this
We
is...
probably have enough time for me to go into it if you want while we're doing it.
That's okay. Well, this is weeding a lot easier than some of the designs I've done. So
That's
it's
cool.
very intricate. So you just have to go back and make sure that you've got all the little tiny pieces. Now, the really good thing about this, that's better than vinyl, is that it's not sticky on the back of the stuff that you're pulling away. So it won't get caught on the rest of your design. Now I'm going to leave that diamond. There's a diamond here that is, oh, that's going to be fun.
In the rough.
Whoops.
Oh,
So that is what my weeding tool is for. Is there little diamond? Which part do we want to keep? Okay, this is the part that I'm going to wait on. Because I'm not sure which part we're keeping and which part we're getting rid of. So when all else fails, go back and look at your design. So I'll have to do that in a minute.
all right. Do you want to fast forward again?
Sure.
Here we
I feel
go.
like this would be some great timing for some cantina music.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, there was a good one. Okay.
All right, let's fast forward to the next part.
I got it all weeded.
Weeded. That's pretty
Yes, I've got all the pieces out. You can see.
good. See if we can get this.
See, it has the backing still on it. That's sticky. And
That was very, very intricate. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's really intricate.
Yeah.
And the little
Pretty
dots
good.
at the bottom, some of them popped off, but we're gonna go with it because it was kind of challenging. So I'm still looking at this diamond up here going, you got a few little pieces under there that I could pull out.
Oh, just leave it.
I'm just being a perfectionist here. Okay, so we'll push that guy back down. All right, so the next step is your shirt. And we're gonna go ahead, and the first thing we need to do,
And they
shirt.
recommend that you have a certain kind of blend, right?
yeah, the more polyester, the better. We bought these shirts at Target, and we really like these shirts.
Super comfortable. Like, wish it had gone in more on this shirt, but it's very comfortable.
Oh, these are 100% cotton. This one is. So we'll see how it works.
I figured though, white shirt, almost black, with the infusible ink.
If it fades, it'll just look vintage.
Right. On this shirt.
Yeah, this one will be great. So here is our doggy-haired lint roll that I'm going to thank you, Barnaby.
We have a Welsh Corgi, and they shed like crazy.
Okay, so this is important. Just you get all the extra fibers off of it, because if there was something on your shirt that you didn't know about and the ink, it actually bonds to it. If it bonded to that and not to your shirt, you would have a hole in your design, which would be a terrible thing. Just so terrible. Okay, I think we're good. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna iron the shirt, partially to get the wrinkles out and partially to warm it up. So this is the pad that goes with, it's a 12, I believe it's a 12 by 12 pad. So I'm just gonna get the shirt on there, and then we bought the big Easy Press. I listened to some different YouTubers and read some blogs about what Easy Press to get, and they recommend the big one. And so we went ahead, and got the big one. It's very big. And so I'm just gonna use it to iron the shirt.
It's a big honkin' iron.
It is.
And it can get you the exact temperature.
Yes, and this one is for infusible ink. There's a guide that Cricut gives you, and you can just go online and look at the guide. And even if you don't buy the Cricut, now Cricut's the only one that has the infusible ink, but if you used vinyl and you used a different brand, you just go online and look for the actual temperature and length of time. Now, I like to find the middle of the shirt because I'm not great at eyeballing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and iron a crease in the middle of the shirt.
Hot in the hot tub.
No. Okay, so we got that. So that's ironed. So now
Somebody out there knew what that meant.
I've got my crease. You may not be able to see it because of the white shirt, but so we've got the crease so that we can have a way to line it up in the middle of the shirt. Because, oh hi Mickey. Okay, he wanted to see what the action was about. So now we're gonna find the center, which I believe is this point right here on the stormtrooper's face, and we're gonna line it up. Is that about how far out you want it?
Yeah.
Like that?
I mean, look at this one. This is a V-neck though.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put it about right there. And then I'll turn it around and let you guys see what it looks like. I think that's good. So the great thing about this is that it has sticky. So you can get your design on there and it's not going anywhere.
It's gonna look awesome.
And you don't have to put each piece down, which is what we used to have to do. But now, because it's on these sticky sheets, you can stick it on there. So the other thing you need to make sure you do, because this is ink and it's going into the shirt rather than just on top, is you need to make sure that you put a piece of cardstock. Like I'm just using
inside the shirt.
Inside the shirt, because the ink can go through
to the backside,
to the other side. So we're gonna.
That'd be kind of cool though, like he's looking through me.
Maybe, but I don't know how good that would look because I don't know that it would have the same color on the other
I
side.
can do it on purpose, but it might accidentally turn out to be cool.
It might be a happy accident.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob Ross. So I just use a piece of scrapbooking paper for this part.
Okay. I'll turn it around.
Yeah. So we've got that in there.
Awesome.
And then Cricut says to use a piece of butcher paper. It came with the infusible ink. So I'm just going to set it on top of my design. I like that I can still see the design through it because I'm going to have to press it on there. I'm probably going to have to press it in 2 sections, even though this is a big easy press, just because that's a big design. So
that's the big design.
yeah, it is.
And yeah, very detailed.
Okay. So we're gonna start. I'm just gonna
here
put it
goes.
right on
Here
it.
it goes.
And it's supposed to go for 40 seconds at 385.
So you can put the timer.
Yep. And so I just started it. It says you hold it still for 40
So it doesn't
seconds.
matter if you have to move it over a little bit, if you are reheating some of this?
Right, as long as you don't slide it, you want to pick it up and put it back down.
Okay. And that's a problem with using a regular iron is you're
Right,
sliding
and
it.
when you're using the regular iron, you don't know the exact temperature.
Yeah.
You can use one of those infrared thermometers, but they don't always tell you the exact temperature.
And to be honest, a Cricut is an investment. It definitely is. But it's a wonderful way to do some hobbies, and so we invested in that.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna check. Ooh, smells hot. And then I'm gonna check to make sure. The first time I did this, I was like, wait, it's not sticking. But it's not supposed to stick.
This kind of shirt's supposed to stick.
Yes, it's not like vinyl and or iron-on.
Oh.
I peeked.
Oh, it's gonna look good.
Okay, so let's see if we've got. There's paper there. We got to pull a few little pieces off. Oh, I want to go back over that bottom part a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to set it back down.
That is awesome.
Okay, so we're going to go back over the bottom part just a little bit more.
Isn't this better than just buying a shirt off the shelf at the store?
Absolutely.
Which I'll still do that too, probably if I see one that I like, But,
Well-
but unique shirts, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I've got too many. We should do a show about that sometime. This looks so good. Even if it fades a little bit, which it will, it's on white, so it's gonna be great.
This is cool.
I don't think I would normally wear a white t-shirt, but I wanted to do a stormtrooper.
There are a lot of really cool designs out there, like I said, and even online, if you type in free SVG,
Come on.
okay,
Let me see it.
you can find all sorts of free designs. Okay, here we go.
So cool.
Okay.
And there's a few little things in there.
Yeah, there's
right?
like the little papers from it are still kind of on there,
That's so cool.
but we gotta get rid of those.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay,
Okay.
so here is our shirt. It looks really, really cool.
That is awesome.
Okay.
It's got like radiating heat off of it right now.
Yeah, it can cool. I mean, it doesn't take but a few seconds to cool. But the shirt's already been washed once. so you know it's not going to shrink.
I love that. Love that. Put it in the comments down below if you've ever made a shirt using a Cricut or any other way. And we'd love to hear about that. And let us know what you think about this design here. We had fun. So I just encourage you, you know, find something that you love and make your own shirts and just enjoy it. Right now is a time whenever we're going out, not as often. And so when you go out, you want to make a statement. Got your mask, you got your t-shirt. You're doing good. All right, well, this has been a great show. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell to be notified of these weekly positive videos all about Disney, Star Wars, and Lego. And give us a big thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you comment, share it with all your friends. We'd love to hear from you. All right, thank you.
Sure.
We had a great time today. This has just been a bit about us to help you be more you.